Ho! What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. And it is Wednesday, so you know what that means. It is time for this week's Waterfowl Wednesday. And on today's Waterfowl Wednesday, we're going to be talking about storing and processing your waterfowl meat for this upcoming duck season. So stay tuned, because Waterfowl Wednesday starts right now. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to this week's Waterfowl Wednesday. And like I said, we're going to be talking about storing and processing your waterfowl meat for this upcoming duck season. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, be sure and hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And if you like this video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out a lot when you do that. Guys, if you're new, this is a huge season for this channel. We have got lots and lots of collabs lined up that we're going to be doing. We're going to be with Magnolia Flyways. We're going to be with True Southern Waterfowlers. We've got a collab lined up with Chasing Green. If you've never heard of them, go check them out. We've also got a collab lined up with the Quack Addicts. They're going to be coming down here. We're going to do some diver hunting, and that's going to be a really big collab. It'll be myself from Blackbelt Waterfowl. It'll be Derek from Magnolia Flyways, it'll be Alex from True Southern Waterfowlers, and Landon from the Quack Addicts, and I'm sure he'll bring a couple of friends down with him. So we're going to be doing lots of collabs this upcoming season. We're going to be in Nebraska, we're going to be in Mississippi, we're going to be in Arkansas. We've got so many things coming up, and that's kind of the reason for doing this video. We got, you know, hopefully going to be killing a lot of ducks this season, like I'm sure you're hoping to do as well. So that's a lot of meat that has to be processed and stored and put up. So that's kind of the purpose for this video. Also, if you want a Blackbelt Waterfowl T-shirt, there's a link in the description. Go down there and pick those up. Make sure you read the link, because they're labeled for size. Each size shirt, medium, large, extra large, and 2X, all have their own links. Also, the Blackbelt Waterfowl Fleece beanie hats are for sale also. They are also linked in the description below. Be sure and go down there and check those out. Now, the items I'm going to go over in this video also will be linked below in the description. So if you see something in this video that you don't have and would like to have, be sure and click the description box, go down there, find the link to that item, and pick you one up if you don't have one already. Now, let's get into this waterfowl meat processing and storage video. One item you're going to need to process your own waterfowl meat is, and this is not something that everybody's going to do, it's just something that I like to do from time to time. And that would be use a meat grinder. Now, I've got one that I picked up on Amazon. I'll actually, like I said before, the link's in the description. If you want to pick up one of these, go down there and please do so. It will really help you out when you come to processing your meat this season. But it's just a simple meat grinder. I use it for my waterfowl meat as well as my bigger game, like deer meat and things like that. You know, you just cut your meat up into pieces and you put it in the tray, and it's got a little plunger that comes with it. You just shove it down in the hole, and then it comes out of, you know, of here, and, you know, it looks like hamburger meat. But you may say, Alan, what in the world are you going to do with a meat grinder with waterfowl meat? Well, I like to grind mine up sometimes, not all of it. I like to grind up some of it. You can use it and you can mix it with some bacon ends or maybe some beef fat. You can make some burger out of it. You can make steaks out of it. It makes a really good hamburger steak or duck burger steak. They're actually pretty good, but you got to put some fat content with it, otherwise, you know, it's too dry, too lean of a meat. But it's really good with bacon ends, and it's really good with beef fat. So, you know, you can make some patties out of it, make hamburger steaks. You can make hamburgers out of it. You can make sausage. You can add some, you know, some pork fat with it, and you can make some sausage out of it and add a little bit of seasoning. You make some duck sausage. There's lots of things you can do with the grinder that a lot of people don't do with their waterfowl meat. Most people just cut it off the bone, you know, fillet the breast meat off the bone. Some do it with skin on, some do it with skin off. Me personally, I like it with the skin on. That skin, that duck fat has a really good flavor to it, and it's really good when it's cooked right. And you want to cook your waterfowl meat, if you're cooking it like that, then, you know, about a medium to medium rare is really how you want to eat it. It's you don't cook it like poultry. It's not chicken, so that's where most people screw up, is they overcook it. But this is another option. Like I said, you can make hamburger steaks out of it, you can make sausage out of it, and all you'll need is a grinder. This actually comes with the sausage attachment, and you just screw that into the end, and you buy the sleeves, the little sausage casings, and you can make some link sausage out of it, or you can just simply do it like this, and mix your seasoning and all in there, and grind it and regrind it and mix the seasoning all in good there, and you can make some patty sausage out of it, or some breakfast style sausage. So it's really good. It's a really good option when it comes to processing your own waterfowl meat, is using a grinder. It just opens up lots of other things that you can do with the meat itself. Now, the next item I want to talk about is a meat tenderizer, or a cuber as some people call it. Now this one is a manual one. They make some motorized electrical ones. This one is manual. I just do it by hand. It doesn't take that long to do it. And you may be thinking, Alan, what in the world would you use this for with processing your waterfowl meat? Well, I like to eat duck steaks, like many of you might too. Cook it on the grill, about medium rare. But if you've never had it fried, it's really good fried. And to me, it cooks better, and it's a lot more tender if you run it through here, just like you would a piece of deer meat, cube steak. Drop it in there, run it through. I usually run mine through twice. You run it through, it falls out right here. You put it back in the top and run it through again, and you can batter it up with your your favorite seasoning and fry it up. It's pretty good. This also comes in handy if you're gonna make some jerky. You can cut it into some strips. You can run it through there and kind of tenderize it a little bit before you put it onto a dehydrator. So there's lots of uses for this right here. And I know some people that when they cut the breast fillet off the bone, and they're going to eat it like a steak, even with the skin on, they'll still drop it through here and tenderize it. I've never personally done that myself, but it's an option. Maybe it's something you want to try. I don't do it when it has the skin on there. Typically, I don't run it through here if it has the skin on. But I know some people that do, and they say it helps tenderize it some. So it's an option. Just something else you can check out. But if you don't have one of these and you want to pick one of these up, like I said, the link's in the description. Go down there and pick you one up if you don't have one already. Now, the next item I want to talk about is how you can store your meat after you finish prepping and processing your meat. And you can do that with a food saver. Now, this is just a vacuum sealer, is all it is. It comes with a roll of bags that you can. It comes with a roll of these bags that you can cut and make it as big or as long or as short as you want. And this thing is very, very, very handy. I use this for my deer meat, my bigger game, turkeys, ducks, all kinds of things. I use this for a lot of stuff. Vegetables that we get out of the garden, all kinds of things. And what this does, this will help keep your meat from getting freezer burned, because you can get the oxygen off of it. And you just open this thing up, and your bag will lay right in there. It has a little tray right here for where, when it starts the suction process, any liquids that it pulls out of the bag goes into that drip tray. And then right here where my finger is the heating element, and it sucks all the air and moisture out of that bag, or out of these bags when you cut them to size. And then once it pulls a tight vacuum, it gets hot and it heats that strip and it seals it. And this, like I said, saves your meat from being freezer burnt, and all that type of stuff. You don't want, nobody wants their meat to get freezer burnt, and this is the best way to go versus, you know, there's nothing wrong with wrapping your meat in wax paper, but this is better because this keeps the oxygen off of it, gets the moisture out of it, and it's the best option. So if you want to pick up a food saver, if you don't have one of these food saver vacuum packer processors, there's a link in the description as well, and also for the rolls of the bagging material will be in the link below in the description. So go down there and pick you one of those up if you don't have one already. So I encourage you to be creative this upcoming season with your waterfowl meat. Now I know you may think I'm crazy by making a duck burger steak, but it's really good. If you take that duck and you grind them up and you add some bacon ends in there with it, or maybe some beef fat, or even some pork fat, whichever one you want to do. And because you got to have that grease content, you know, for your meat to stick together and make a good patty out of it. And of course you can crack an egg some breadcrumbs and things like that if you wanted to. But be creative this season. Take that waterfowl meat, get you a grinder, grind that stuff up, make you some breakfast sausage, make you some link sausage, make you some duck burger steaks. You know, take your geese, take your goose meat, and make you some goose burger steaks. You know, run it through the tenderizer, fry that stuff up. You know, and just be creative. There's lots and lots of options out there that you can do with your waterfowl meat if you just kind of get creative a little bit with it. So that's all I got for you this week, guys. I hope you'll click the link in the description and pick up some of these items if you don't have them and you want to get creative this year with your waterfowl meat. And if you do with something like that, if you do some things with your waterfowl meat that maybe I didn't go over, please put that in the comments down below. I'd be interested to see what other people do with their duck and goose meat, and what type of dishes they make that maybe I didn't talk about or didn't go over, or maybe something I've never tried before that maybe I want to try. So please put that in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. And until next week, guys, y'all bust them up.